Welcome back, or if you're joining us for the first time, warm welcome to you. Before we delve into the story, please take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content like this. In the Gulf of Thailand, nestled amidst the azure waves, lies an idyllic paradise known as Koh Tao. This tranquil island, whose name translates to Turtle Island, has long been a coveted destination for travelers from around the globe. Its shimmering beaches, vibrant coral reefs and a diverse array of marine life offer an irresistible allure to the adventure seekers and sun worshippers alike. But beneath the veneer of this tropical paradise, there lies a darker side. A side that has cast a shadow over the island's sunny disposition and has raised questions about its reputation as a safe haven for tourists. This darker side, my friends, is the chilling tale of the infamous Koh Tao murders. Over the years, this tranquil resort has been marred by a series of unexplained deaths and disappearances, earning it a rather grim moniker, Death Island. The most notorious of these incidents, which drew international attention, involved the brutal murders of two British backpackers in the year 2014. The mention of these murders often sends a chill down one's spine, casting a gloomy pall over the island's otherwise vibrant image. It's a tale that has been shrouded in mystery, controversy, and a myriad of unanswered questions. The chilling incidents have not only put a dent in the island's tourist-friendly image, but have also raised serious concerns about the safety of those who choose to visit this seemingly serene paradise. But what is the truth behind these murders? And is it safe to travel to Koh Tao? These are questions that have left many puzzled and anxious, eager to unravel the truth. Stick around as we dive deep into the murky waters of this captivating tale, exploring the enigmatic incidents, the ensuing investigations, and their far-reaching implications. Scene script. Picture this. It's September 2014. Two young backpackers, Hannah Witheridge and David Miller, are found dead on the island. A paradise turns into a nightmare. In the early morning hours of September 15th, a grim discovery was made on the serene shores of Koh Tao, Thailand. The bodies of two British backpackers were found, lifeless, on the idyllic Sairi beach. The victims were later identified as 23-year-old Hannah Witheridge from Norfolk and 24-year-old David Miller from Jersey. Hannah and David had been enjoying a night out with friends, reveling in the tropical nightlife that Koh Tao is known for. But their night of joviality ended in the most tragic of circumstances. Their lifeless forms were discovered in the early dawn hours, a chilling scene set against the backdrop of a beach usually associated with sun, sand, and carefree holiday memories. The immediate reaction from the local community was one of shock and disbelief. Koh Tao, a small island in the Gulf of Thailand, is known for its vibrant marine life, diving spots, and relaxed lifestyle. It's a paradise for backpackers and holidaymakers alike, not the setting one would imagine for such a horrific incident. The local police were quickly on the scene, cordoning off the area and beginning their initial investigation. The island, usually bustling with tourists and locals going about their day, was eerily quiet as the news spread. The tranquility of this tropical haven was shattered, replaced with a palpable sense of fear and uncertainty. The Thai police faced a daunting task. With limited resources and under the intense scrutiny of international media, they had to piece together the events of that fateful night. What had started as a carefree evening for Hannah and David ended in a brutal and senseless act of violence, casting a dark shadow over this island paradise. The news of the double murder sent shockwaves around the world. The international community reacted with outrage and disbelief. The brutal deaths of these two young backpackers who had set out on an adventure of a lifetime was a stark reminder of the potential dangers lurking in even the most picturesque of settings. As the initial shock subsided, the focus shifted to the investigation. Who could have committed such a heinous act? Was it a local or another traveler? The pressure was on for the Thai authorities to deliver swift justice and restore a sense of security to this shaken community. The incident had a profound impact on the island's reputation. Koh Tao, once known primarily for its stunning natural beauty and friendly locals, was now making headlines for all the wrong reasons. The island's tourism industry, a key part of its economy, was in jeopardy. This shocking incident would soon spark international outrage and a media frenzy. The tranquility of Koh Tao had been shattered, replaced with a chilling narrative of violence and mystery. The island would forever be marked by this tragic event, a paradise lost in the most horrifying way imaginable. Following the discovery, the Thai police launched an investigation that was fraught with controversy. The Koh Tao investigation became a whirlwind of suspicion, mistrust, and international scrutiny. Immediately after the incident, the local authorities were on the scene. However, their handling of the evidence raised eyebrows. The initial crime scene was not cordoned off, allowing curious onlookers and tourists to potentially contaminate vital evidence. As a result, the integrity of the investigation was called into question from the start. As if this wasn't enough, inconsistencies in the police reports further tainted the public's perception of the investigation. The time of death for the victims was changed multiple times, casting doubt on the authenticity of the reports. Furthermore, the lack of clarity in the reports, the changing narratives, and the seemingly hasty conclusions all served to fan the flames of controversy. The police announced that they were looking for 3 Burmese migrant workers who had suddenly disappeared from the island after the incident. However, the sudden focus on these individuals seemed rushed and without substantial evidence. The workers were eventually found and arrested, but not before the international community began to question the fairness and integrity of the Thai police. The treatment of the Burmese suspects during their arrest and subsequent interrogation was another point of contention. There were allegations of human rights violations, with reports of the suspects being mistreated and coerced into confessing. These claims, coupled with the lack of a transparent process during the interrogation, led to widespread criticism of the Thai authorities. In a surprising twist, the DNA evidence, which was initially touted as the key to solving the case, also came under scrutiny. Independent experts argued that the DNA samples were mishandled, potentially leading to contamination and false matches. The Thai police denied these claims, standing by their evidence and the methods used to collect it. As the investigation progressed, the Thai police faced mounting pressure to solve the case quickly due to the international spotlight on the incident. However, this rush for justice seemed to only lead to more questions than answers. The trial of the Burmese suspects was also fraught with controversy. The defense claimed they did not have adequate access to the evidence or sufficient time to prepare their case. The court's decision to not allow a re-examination of the DNA evidence further fueled doubts about the fairness of the trial. All these factors led to a global outcry, with human rights groups and foreign governments expressing concern over the proceedings. Despite the controversies, the Thai police and courts maintained that justice had been served. The Burmese suspects were found guilty and sentenced. Yet the verdict did little to quell the controversy. Critics argued that the suspects were scapegoats, victims of a flawed investigation and a rush to find anyone, to blame. In the end, the Koh Tao investigation left a trail of questions in its wake. The handling of the evidence, the treatment of the suspects, and the rush to conclusion all cast a shadow over the proceedings. The case became a symbol of the challenges faced by migrant workers in Thailand and raised serious questions about the country's justice system. The questionable investigation left many wondering, was justice really served? This question continues to echo in the minds of many, and the Koh Tao murders remain a poignant reminder of the complexities and controversies that can arise in criminal investigations, particularly in places where the legal and social systems may be under strain. Whether justice was truly served, however, is a question that may never be fully answered. In the wake of the trial and conviction of the Burmese workers, the world was left with more questions than answers. The verdict had been delivered, but its ripples were far from finished, spreading across nations and stirring up a storm of controversy. The aftermath of the trial was a period of heated debates, protest marches, and diplomatic tension. The world watched as events unfolded, the case becoming more than just about the murders on Koh Tao. It was now a matter of international concern, a test of justice, and a reflection of the relations between countries. The international reaction was swift and intense. There was widespread skepticism about the fairness of the trial. Human rights organizations and activists from around the world voiced their concerns. They claimed that the investigation had been flawed, the evidence questionable, and the confession extracted under duress. Their words echoed throughout the globe, garnering attention and creating a wave of support for the convicted men. Meanwhile, the streets of Myanmar were flooded with protesters, their placards held high, their voices loud and clear. They demanded justice for the convicted Burmese workers, claiming that they were scapegoats, victims of a system that was biased against them. The protests were peaceful but emphatic, a manifestation of the public's distrust in the Thai judicial system. And then there were the diplomatic repercussions. Relations between Thailand and other countries, particularly Myanmar and the United Kingdom, were strained. the British government expressed concerns about the handling of the case, particularly since the victims were their own citizens. They urged for a transparent process, stating that justice should not only be done, but should be seen to be done. On the other hand, the Myanmar government, while cautious, also expressed its apprehensions. They requested for a fair trial and treatment for their citizens. The Thai government, however, stood firm. They defended their judicial process, asserting that the trial had been fair, the evidence solid, and the guilty punished. But their words did little to quell the growing storm. The global community was not easily convinced, and the pressure kept mounting. In the midst of all this, the impact on the island of Koh Tao was significant. Once known as a paradise for divers and backpackers, the island was now synonymous with the infamous murders. The incident tarnished its reputation, and tourism, the lifeblood of the island, took a hit. The locals, many of them dependent on tourism for their livelihood, found themselves caught in the crossfire. The case also sparked a broader conversation about safety and justice in Thailand, particularly for foreigners and migrant workers. It raised questions about the country's legal system, its treatment of ethnic minorities, and its approach towards crime investigation and prosecution. These were questions that were uncomfortable but necessary, questions that demanded answers. The Koh Tao murders, thus, were not just a crime. They were a catalyst, a trigger for a series of events and conversations that went beyond the boundaries of the island. They were a mirror that reflected the flaws and complexities of a system and a society. They were a reminder that justice is not just about punishing the guilty, but also about ensuring fairness, transparency, and respect for all. Despite the conclusion of the trial, the controversy surrounding the Koh Tao murders was far from over. The case closed, but the echoes of the incident lingered on. The questions remained, the debates continued, and the quest for truth and justice persisted. The aftermath of the trial was not just about the fallout of a verdict. It was a reflection of the world we live in, a world where justice is a constant pursuit, where every voice matters, and where every life is valuable. Fast forward to today, Koh Tao continues to attract thousands of tourists each year. But is it safe? The question of safety in Koh Tao is a complex one. The island, with its stunning beaches, vibrant marine life, and picturesque views, is a paradise in the Gulf of Thailand. Yet, its past is tainted with an incident that many remember and discuss even today. Let's take a look at some facts and figures to get a clearer picture of the current safety situation in Koh Tao. The Thai National Statistical Office reports that the crime rate on the island has significantly decreased in the past few years. This could be attributed to the increased security measures taken by local authorities following the infamous incident. However, it's important to note that these statistics only represent reported crimes. There could be instances that go unreported due to various reasons, and this could potentially skew the overall understanding of how safe or unsafe the island truly is. In terms of recent incidents, Koh Tao has seen a mix of minor and serious crimes. Petty thefts, especially targeting tourists, are not uncommon. These often involve belongings left unattended on the beach or valuables kept in hotel rooms. More serious crimes, although less frequent, do occur, and they tend to draw more attention due to the island's history. While the situation might seem grim, it's crucial to remember that many tourists visit Koh Tao each year without experiencing any issues. It's all about being vigilant and taking the necessary precautions to ensure one's safety. So, what are some safety tips for tourists planning a trip to Koh Tao? Firstly, always keep your belongings secure. Whether you're lounging on the beach or exploring the island, never leave your valuables unattended. Invest in a good quality lock for your hotel room and use it even if you're stepping out for just a few minutes. Secondly, travel in groups whenever possible. There's safety in numbers, and this is especially true when exploring unfamiliar places. If you're traveling alone, make sure to inform someone like the hotel staff or a friend back home about your plans for the day. Thirdly, stay alert and aware of your surroundings. Avoid isolated areas, especially after dark, and always take well-lit, busy routes. Fourthly, respect the local culture and laws. This not only ensures a pleasant experience for you but also contributes to maintaining peace and harmony on the island. Lastly, take out comprehensive travel insurance before your trip. While we all hope for a trouble-free vacation, it's always better to be prepared for any unexpected incidents. In conclusion, like any popular tourist destination, Koh Tao has its share of safety concerns. But with the right precautions and a vigilant attitude, it's possible to have a safe and memorable stay on this beautiful island. The tragic events that have occurred on Koh Tao in the past are undeniably a part of its story. However, it's equally important to remember the island for its natural beauty, the warmth of its people, and the incredible experiences it offers. While the island's beauty is undeniable, it's crucial to stay vigilant and informed. The Koh Tao murders, a chilling reminder of the darker side of paradise, continue to haunt the island. As we've journeyed through the events of that fateful September night in 2014, we've seen a tale of tragedy, controversy, and a quest for justice that remains unresolved to this day. Let's pause for a moment to reflect on the key points we've discussed. The brutal murders of Hannah Witheridge and David Miller on Sari Beach, the hurried investigation that led to the arrest and conviction of two Burmese migrant workers, Zhao Lin and Win Zhao Tun. The questions that still linger around the integrity of the investigation, the evidence, and the trial. The aftermath of the case, including the impact on Koh Tao's image, the safety concerns raised, and the ongoing debate on the safety of tourists in Thailand. The Koh Tao murders are not just a singular event that happened in isolation. They are part of a broader narrative about the complexities of a globalized world where cultures intersect, where the promise of paradise can sometimes hide a darker reality. These events have left an indelible mark on the island of Koh Tao. Once known as a diver's paradise, the island is now often associated with this tragic incident. The effects of this case have rippled out, influencing perceptions of the island and sparking discussions about the safety of travelers in the region. However, it's important to remember that while this case is certainly alarming, it is not representative of every traveler's experience. Thousands of tourists visit Koh Tao each year without incident. The island continues to offer breathtaking natural beauty, a vibrant local culture, and opportunities for adventure. But this case serves as a reminder of the need for vigilance and awareness no matter where we travel. The future of Koh Tao is uncertain. The island continues to grapple with the fallout of this case even as it strives to move forward. However, one thing is certain: the memory of Hannah Witheridge and David Miller, and the call for justice on their behalf, will not be forgotten. As we draw our exploration to a close, it's crucial to remember that staying informed and vigilant is key when traveling. Every destination has its own risks and rewards, its own stories of light and dark. The Koh Tao murders are a stark reminder of this reality. Our hope is that this video has not only informed you about the Koh Tao murders, but has also encouraged you to think more deeply about the complexities of travel in a globalized world. It's a reminder that while we may travel for leisure, for adventure, or for a taste of the exotic, we must also travel with an awareness of the realities of the places we visit. Safety in travel is not just about avoiding risky activities or securing your belongings. It's about understanding the places you visit, the cultures you interact with, and the dynamics at play. It's about being aware, staying informed, and making smart choices. We invite you to share your thoughts on this case in the comments section below. And if you found this video insightful, please share it with others. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay safe, and thank you for watching.